for your hands to grab the wheel of a current generation Charger or Challenger. The last call for your foot to feel the rumble. And the last call for your heart to leap into your throat. Get yours before they're gone.
Hi everybody, this is Ral Hellcat back at you again with another cool video. Today in New Jersey, nice sunny day, a little overcast before, now the sun's poking out. So it's awesome day today, awesome day. Not too hot, not too cold, awesome day. It's 60 degrees out. What a perfect day to do another awesome project on the Dodge Durango Hellcat. Yes, the Dodge Durango Hellcat is now back on the channel again. Oh my God, it's so awesome to be doing mods for you on my Dodge Durango Hellcat, and this is yet another engine mod. That's why I have the Dodge Durango Hellcat facing forward. We're going to be tagging on to what we did before, and that was the Billet Technologies oil catch can. Billet Technologies oil catch can was installed in the previous video. We'll show you that real quick before we get started, but you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title, and you know what this video is about? More Billet Tech. Billet Tech engine bling for the Dodge Durango Hellcat. Engine bling for the Dodge Durango Hellcat. I don't know of anyone on YouTube that has yet done this type of video on a Dodge Durango Hellcat. They may have done an oil catch can, who knows? Maybe I did the first oil catch can install. Who knows? But nonetheless, what I can tell you is this. No one else is doing this engine bling video like I'm doing today. I got this huge box here from Billet Tech. Billet Tech sent me this box specifically. We ordered these parts even before the Dodge Durango Hellcat even came in, and we wanted to have these parts ready to go for when we did. Again, like I said, we wanted to do our first oil change. We wanted to get the oil catch can installed, and now that the oil catch can is installed, we can now do the rest of the engine bling. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me pop the hood. I want to show you the oil catch can again real quick, and then we're going to unbox the engine bling and install it all in one video. Woo. There it is, the Dodge Durango Hellcat engine under the hood of a Dodge Durango. It's still so surreal and so awesome that they actually did it. They put the Hellcat engine in a Dodge Durango, and it looks like it should have been here for years. They should have done this back in 2018 when they did it for the Trackhawk, but nonetheless, we're not going to complain now because it's here. I have it. It's mine. Let's go. Let's go over real quick before I digress any further. Let me just show you a real quick clip on how the oil catch can, if you missed that video, please check out the installation of the Billet Technologies oil catch can for my Dodge Durango Hellcat. It's a previous video, so you can't really miss it. And of course, after you watch that, then come back to me and you can continue watching this video. But nonetheless, let's do a quick walk around. Okay, here's the Dodge Durango Hellcat with the oil catch can. So no other mods have been done underneath the engine bay. Again, all we've done thus far is the oil change, and now we put the oil catch can in. So again, Billet Tech. It's the Satin Finish. For those that don't remember or didn't see the other video, this is the Satin Finish, standard finish. Looks perfect, matches with the rest of the components. It looks like it's stock. This looks like it was meant to be under the engine bay from the factory. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for as far as my modifications are concerned. So today's video, we're going to be putting more billet pieces in the Satin Finish. It's going to really dress up this really nicely. Especially, this is going to be my favorite. You're going to have this cover here. You're going to have this cover here. This is the cover for the fuse box, cover for the Supercharger engine coolant. The Supercharger coolant reservoir cover is in. We also have the bypass valve cover that came in. There's a special treat for this. This is going to be the last but not least. It's probably my favorite piece in the whole bunch. Let's see, what other pieces do we have? Well, I don't remember all the pieces that are in this box. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to do the unboxing, of course. But it's 1, 2, 3 pieces for sure. We also have another order that has not come in yet, and that's going to be all the little pieces. So we still have the Supercharger reservoir cap. That's going to be coming in. We have the washer fluid cap. That's coming in. We have the radiator cap. That's coming in. We have the windshield wiper cap. That's coming in. What else do we have? We have the brake reservoir cap. That's coming in. It's all these other pieces that are coming in. But for today, we're doing the biggest pieces. I think the big pieces came in first. So they weren't on back order and they came in first. So we're going to do that right now. So without further ado, let's switch the camera. Let me do the unboxing and then we'll do the install. Okay, my favorite part. Well, not my favorite part. One of my favorite parts is the unboxing. So let me do this now. Take this. Get a screwdriver. I never have a scissors when I need a scissors, but this will do. So that's good to go. All right, let's open this up. Like a kid in the candy store. This is like Christmas Day. Just good stuff. Good times. Good times. All right. So he gave me some hoses. I don't know why I got hoses. I think this is part of the packing material because I have no use for these hoses. Take these pieces out one by one. We have today, okay, this I believe is the fuse cover. So this is a big piece. These are big pieces. Let me tell you, these pieces are not small. And look how good they're wrapped. I mean, Billet Technologies, you guys do it up right. I mean, it's in bubble wrap and paper. And you just can't go wrong with the way you guys do it. All right, so, you know what? Let me go get a scissors. I'll be right back. And the magic of YouTube, I'm back. Here we go. We're gonna hermetically sealed. Now the sun's out. Cool. Cool. I like it better when it was overcast. I don't like the sun in my eyes, but maybe this will make the engine bling more blingy. All right. Lots of bubble wrap. Lots of tape. Oh my God, Nick, guys. This has got a lot of wrapping paper on it. All right, that's done. That was the fun of the unboxing. I didn't even get to see these pieces yet. This is what the whole point of being on YouTube. You can't look at the stuff before you unwrap it. You're unwrapping it on camera. So, however easy it is or hard. No, this has got all the instructions. We'll go over the instructions in a moment. Put these off to the side here. Okay, this is going to be cool. This is going to be very cool. All right, they use paper towel. So the key to wrapping up good Billet Technologies, Billet aluminum is paper towels. Just Bounty's good, Viva, whichever. And here it is. It is, oh, look at this piece. This is such a significant piece. Oh my God, this is the fuse cover. So that's gonna go right here. Oh my God, it's gonna look so good. In fact, it's already mounted. All right, done. No. Now there's some steps to it because we don't want this flying off. There's some double stick tape that we have to get off. And now remember that was fun doing it the last time on the Trackhawk. So I will do that in a moment, but this is the unboxing part of it. So for right now, I'm gonna move this over. I'm gonna just put it off to the side, put it over right here. And that's done. So it's dry fit. So I'm gonna show you the dry fit and then we'll do the mount, the official install. Okay, next piece. Like I said, I think I only got the 3 big pieces in just now. The others are coming in. I believe they were shipped, they're just not here yet. We wanted to get this video done. And I think these pieces are the most significant in terms of bang for the buck and pop. It's not like you can unbox it. I could never repackage this and do the unboxing twice. All right, that's done. Paper towels. Again, Diva, Bounty, don't know. Ah, look at this thing. Again, these pieces are so nice. So freaking nice. Unbelievable. Ah, this is the engine, supercharger, coolant, reservoir cover. And that's gonna go right here. So right now, we'll dry fit that, put that there. Woo! Isn't this exciting? Isn't this great? Wow, what a great. It's 3 pieces today. So let's do this. This is the final piece. This is the piece de resistance. Piece de resistance. All right. All right. More instructions. Put that off to the side. And when we read the instructions, I'll have some more info for you on that. Yeah, boy, I tell you, what I would do without the scissors. I don't know what I would do without the scissors. All right. I'm going to slowly open this because this, if they did it exactly the way I asked them to, this is going to be epic. Here it is. Yes, yes, it's right. Oh my God, this is the bypass cover. So I don't know if you've ever seen me install this on the Trackhawk. I never got a chance to do it on the Charger Hellcat. I had ordered it, and I don't know if it came in or not, but it was on back order. For whatever reason, I never got a chance to install it. We never got it in time to install it before we traded in the Charger Hellcat. So let me tell you a story. This is where it's going to go, by the way. It's going to go right here. Right in full view, right, boom, right in front of your face. So when I ordered it for the Trackhawk, Trackhawk has got 707 horsepower. So they actually have an option where you can engrave this piece, 707 horsepower. Then when the new horsepower ratings came out for the Challenger, and well, the Challenger, because the Charger just came out with the red eye. So when the Challenger comes out with 2019, they bumped it up from 707 horsepower to 717. Well, Billet Technology has an option for 717 horsepower. You can etch it and engrave it into the piece. Then for the red eye, when the red eye came out, they did 797 horsepower. So basically, if you want to get engraving on this piece, you can do 707 horsepower, you can do 717 horsepower, you can do 797 horsepower, and I believe you can actually do 808 horsepower for the Demon, right? So, to make a long story short, and I think you could even do 840 horsepower for the Demon. I think you do. They had 2 options for that, 808 and 840, depending if you got the Demon kit and the updated race fuel setup, enhancement, PCM, the whole 9 yards. For the Demon, you can go 840. What they don't have is the horsepower for the Dodge Durango Hellcat, because the Dodge Durango Hellcat is 710 horsepower. So what I did was I ordered it for the 797 horsepower option, because I definitely didn't want it to be 707. And I asked them, I said, in the special instructions, I said, I know you don't have an option for this, but can you please engrave it to say 710 horsepower? I know it's not an option, but can you do it? And they said, yes, we can do it. So here it is, boys and girls, look. 710 horsepower. Ah, you gotta love it. 710 horsepower. It's gonna look epic. It's gonna look epic. It's gonna look epic. And it goes right here. It goes, mounts right here perfectly. And it's gonna be bling in my face when I open the hood. Every time I open the hood, it's gonna be there. Now, let me tell you another story about this. Actually, let's do a quick thumbnail. So you can see it. Okay, get that. Get this. Okay, so let me go over the story behind this piece. Now, this is the bypass valve cover. It's a supercharger bypass. So there's a valve that goes here. It kind of runs between the supercharger and the intake, and this is the cover for it. And it's basically plastic with a bunch of metal pieces surrounding it. This is billet technology. This is billet aluminum. It's not steel, and it shouldn't have any conductivity to it. I don't think it's a conductor. So, make a long story short, it says this. It says, first, make sure the bypass valve area is clean and to avoid abrasions upon sliding the part into place. Line up the BT part with the stock bypass valve and push the part until it stops, which I'm going to be doing in a second. Here's a special instruction. Billet Technology recommends that you not install this product permanently on your vehicle and only place the cover over the factory bypass valve when you're showing the car. So you're not supposed to have it on 24/7. You're not supposed to have it on, which you're only supposed to have it when you show the car, which I'm very rarely going to be. I mean, we're going to go to a few car shows, but this piece is so cool. You can't just wait for a car show to show it off. You want to show it off every single time I pop the hood. So when I did it for the Trackhawk, I installed it and they said there might be issues when you're driving it where the engine might cut off or you might have a check engine light or something might happen. And we highly recommend you don't do that. But I've had it installed on the Trackhawk for almost 2 years. It had zero issues. So I know Billet Technology is trying to be careful, trying to protect everyone, but I've had it on the Trackhawk for 2 years and there's absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. So without further ado, we're going to install this now. Right now, we're going to install this one first, install it, and then let's set it and forget it. So this is the first piece we're going to install. Let's go. Let's switch cameras, show you how that gets done. Okay, so this is the bypass valve cover. So basically, I think they were really concerned about all the metal that's surrounding this, which is fine. I don't think it's going to be an issue personally, because like I said, I had this installed on the Trackhawk permanently, and I'll actually put in a clip how it looks right now on the Trackhawk and how it's on there all the time. Okay, so put the camera in place. Let's put this on. It just clicks right in. And there it is. It's on. Slides right in. Perfect. You don't have to put any glue or any type of anything on it. It just slides right in. It's in perfect placement. And look, 710 horsepower. It looks freaking awesome. Look at this. So when you pop the hood, that is the first thing you're going to see. 710 horsepower. Absolutely fantastic. This is my favorite billet piece of all time. And now that it's permanently on here, hopefully we won't have any problems, but I will keep you up to date if I have to take it off. I hope I don't, because I definitely didn't have to take it off on the Trackhawk. And then right now I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now on the Trackhawk as we speak right now. Okay, so obviously we're now under the Trackhawk. Popped up, open the hood of the Trackhawk, and look what we have. We have our bypass valve cover on the Trackhawk permanently installed with the 707 horsepower. In fact, now that I've taken a quick glance of it, it looks like the 707 horsepower is a little bit smaller. They use a smaller font because on the Dodge Durango Hellcat, it looks a lot bigger. The 710 and the horsepower looks a lot bigger, but this is where it is. It's been on here for 2 years, no issues whatsoever. Oh, and while we're here, let's just review one more time. We have the oil catch can that's installed. We also have this bolt here that's going to get replaced. So we've already, if you haven't already seen the install of the oil catch can on the Dodge Durango Hellcat, we had this bolt that was on the Dodge Charger Hellcat, rusted a little bit, and we had to get that fixed. So we fixed it right on camera. So we're going to be doing the exact same thing for the Trackhawk. That piece isn't in yet. They only sent me the one bolt. We're going to get a second bolt. Instead of trying to get the rest off, we're just going to replace the bolt. It's going to look perfect. So that's going to be in a future video. This is what the this is what the fuse cover looks like. It's a little bit dirty, so I apologize for that. This is what the final product's going to look like on the Durango. And then, of course, we have the Supercharger reservoir cooler for the Dodge Durango Hellcat. So that's what it looks like on the Trackhawk. The other thing I want to show you real quick are the other covers that we're going to be getting. So we're going to be getting this cover. This is going to be Billet Technology Part 2. We're going to be getting the Supercharger reservoir cooler cap. We're gonna get the radiator cap. We already got the water cap, and I'll explain to you why it's not on the Trackhawk just yet, and while we're gonna put it back on. We have the dipstick. We have a dipstick that's Billet Technologies. We also are going to be putting that back onto the Trackhawk. We have the windshield wiper cover. That's gonna be put back onto the Trackhawk. And we have the oil cap that is also coming in for the Durango. And we have the brake fluid reservoir cap that's gonna be put on also the Durango Hellcat when we get that part in. And last but not least, we have the strut. The hood strut is actually going to be installed. We're going to get that for both the Durango Hellcat and the Trackhawk in the next video. So we're going to be actually incorporating the Trackhawk in the next Billet Technologies part 2. So part 1, we're going to continue with part 1 in a moment, and we're going to move on to part 2, and part 2 is going to be involved all the caps and the prop. Also, this is a leg maker. Leg maker looks really good. It's a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty. We have to do a little spring cleaning on this. So we're going to clean that up, but that's the leg maker on the Trackhawk, and we're going to be doing the exact same thing on the Dodge Durango Hellcat very soon. All right, so without further ado, let's go back to the Durango, finish the install of the other Billet Tech stuff, part 1. Okay, so now you know how it looks like on the Trackhawk. This is what it looks like on the Dodge Durango Hellcat. It looks absolutely fantastic, fits like a glove, fits perfectly. It is not moving. It is freaking awesome. Thank you, Billet Technologies, for this. I cannot thank you enough. You engraved it perfectly, 710 horsepower. Looks absolutely perfect. So now, let's move on to the next 2 pieces. We have 2 pieces left. So let's get started and get them prepped up and ready for install. We're going to do the Supercharger Reservoir Coolant cover next. So let's just get into that because it's very easy to do. So easy. Let's see. Let's get this into position here. There we go. So easy to install. All right, so first step, take this out. Next step is we're going to take the cover off. Push down on this. This cap comes off. This is the first time we're taking the cap off. All right, so the cap is off. Very nice. We'll do a little cleaning. Make sure it's nice and clean underneath. So we're just going to give it a little detail spray. We obviously don't want to spray it on there because the cap is now off. I just want to take a little time to get a little bit of the dust off. It's actually pretty clean already. So that's done. But that's how easy this thing is, because I'll show you something that they recommend that I don't think you need. So I'll show you that in just a second. Okay, so the reason why I'm not going to do it the way the instructions say is because you see here they have the adhesive strips. We're not going to use the adhesive strips, and I'll tell you why. Because when we put this on, right, it's going to cover the minimum and maximum on the reservoir. And what I want to do is, if I'm going to be checking this minimum and maximum on the fluids, I don't want to worry about this being stuck on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cap off, and then I'm going to lift this up, and that's it. And then I get to check. So this is how we're going to install it. We're going to install it just like that. We're not going to take these strips off. We're just going to put it down. It's installed. We're going to put the cap on. I remember this cap not being the most user-friendly. There we go. All right, that cap goes on. And basically, now that the cap is on, this isn't going anywhere. It's not moving, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it moves a little bit off to the side here, but personally, I think it's on here tight enough, because basically what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be getting the cap for this, and this, as long as it doesn't come off, I don't believe it's going to be moving around enough, because again, for the functionality that I needed to do from a standpoint of safety and checking the engine coolant, this is what covers it. And I really wish that maybe Billet would have cut a little indent here so it wouldn't cover the measurements. But for right now, this is in a good spot. I'm not going to be messing with it. In fact, you know what? Here's what I can do. I think this is something I can do. Let's do this. It is moving a little bit more than I thought it would move, because on the Trackhawk, it doesn't move at all. And I think what I did was I took a little bit of the adhesive just off in the back. So let's see here. Just by where the thing is. Okay. So what I did was, I remember I peeled a little bit of this back, so this way it doesn't move around as much. So let's see if that helps. Yeah, I don't think it's going to make a difference, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference. So it's there. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. It's fine. Install this back. And this is done. Now, that's not going to be the case for this. This is something we do need the adhesive for. Install that. I'll show you how that works. So that's in place. This is not going anywhere. Let me just clean this up a little bit. And that installation is now complete. So that looks perfect. Last but not least, we're now going to install our cover. So basically the way you install this is you do have to remove these two pieces. So what I'm going to do first, it's unfortunate, it is a permanent piece. There's nothing to clip on. So basically I'm going to just clean this off a little bit. Make sure it's dry with another paper towel. Make sure it's dry with another paper towel. Eventually, I would love to get this cover. So we have to ask Billet Tech to... So the next step is I'm going to peel off these adhesive pieces. This is double stick tape. All right, done. Double stick tape is now off, so you can see how it's exposed. And basically, you just go ahead and you install it. It should stick right on there. It's on there. Cool. It is on there. So let's wipe this off a little bit, get the fingerprints off. The only thing I may not like about this, it does attract fingerprints, but you know what? At the end of the day, you just have to keep it clean. I don't use the fuse box for much of anything. If you do have to use it, it does raise up normal, because that's another thing that I believe was an issue with the Charger and the Challenger. When you put this piece on, the controversy with this piece was it would only lift up to about here. It wouldn't lift up all the way. And not the case for the Trackhawk and for the Dodge Durango. It lifts up almost all the way, so you have access to all your fuses, so that's not a worry. And now, without further ado, that installation is done. So let's go and take the camera, move it up and around to all the pieces that we got in the box today and that we installed. So we did the fuse cover, that's installed, looking nice. We have the Supercharger cover, which again will work a lot better when I get the Billet Tech cap for this. I'll even show you real quick on the Trackhawk. Again, we're going to go reference back to the Trackhawk on how this doesn't move at all on the Trackhawk. It does move a little bit now, but I believe that once this cap is on with the billet piece, this is not going to move at all. So we'll go back to that in a moment. And then, okay, of course, the piece that is this stance, this thing is looking awesome. The engraving is so much bigger. And you can see it from a distance. Oh my God, you can see it from a distance as soon as you pop the hood. 710 horsepower, there it is, it's at you. All this billet stuff, oh my God, it looks so good. And we still have a few more pieces left to go. We want to get rid of everything that's yellow is going bye-bye. So all the yellow pieces are going to be billet. We're going to get the cap for that. We're going to get the cap for that. So everything yellow is going to be covered. That's going to be in part 2. Can't do everything in all one video. So this is done, because I think the last time we did engine bling, that was actually a 2-part video where we did the unboxing as one video, installation is another. This one at least is an unboxing and installation all in one video. So let me just give you a quick clip of the Trackhawk again. I'll be right back, and then we'll come back to this, and then we'll do final thoughts. Okay, we're back underneath the Trackhawk again. Wow, we were just here not too long ago. So this is the piece for the Trackhawk. This is the Supercharger coolant reservoir cover. And it, you know what, it does move a little bit here too. You know, it's never been an issue. My take is this. I want to be able to take this cap off at any given time, right? And we'll do that now, real quick. Because I want to be able to know what's underneath. Because right now I can't tell if I'm low on supercharger coolant or not. So let's move this out real quick. So this is the cap that's going to go on the Durango once it comes in. So let's just take this off. All right, that's off. Let's move this out. And now I can check it. So we're still good on coolant. It's not at the minimum, but I would never know that if I couldn't take this off. And notice I had taken the adhesive off and I basically covered it with a piece of tape because I just didn't want to take a chance that I wouldn't be able to take this off as easily as I just did. So it's really for maintenance reasons why we don't have this holdout. And as long as, if it moves around a little bit, that's fine. It's not rubbing against anything. There's no damage being done. And then it's being held on tight with this. Oops, that's not on there right. You got to make sure this is on correctly or else you're going to have overflow problems. There we go. That's still not on right. Hold on. All right, now it's on the right. And the way you know that it's on right or wrong, you got to make sure that it clicks into place. So when I click it into place like that, you know it's in the right spot. You know it's on there right, because if it's not on there correctly, it's going to overflow all over the place because this is a little bit pressurized system. And I like the fact that I lined up the cap so Supercharger's in the front. So that's the exact same thing we're going to be doing on the Durango when that comes in. So let's go back to the Durango real quick. This is complete. This is not going anywhere. Again, oil catch cans in place. 707's never moved for 2 years. It's all good to go. So without further ado, let's go back to the Durango real quick. One more view of the Durango. And final thoughts is after that. Back to the Durango. I know, it's craziness, right? Back and forth, but that's really cool that you can see both the Trackhawk and Dodge Durango Hellcat in the same video. I really like when I can do that for you guys. So again, fuse cover installed, complete. Supercharger, coolant, reservoir cover is on. We still have to get the cap, and that's going to look beautiful. You already know what it's going to look like because we saw it on the Trackhawk, but that's what it looks like right now. We have the bypass valve cover on here, looking perfect. And just in case, you know what? Let's just do a nice little startup of the engine to see if we run into any issues. So I want to see the 710 really good here. All right. Get it into place here. All right. Let's start this bad boy up. I don't think we're gonna have any issues. Things fine, no issues. I'll even give it a couple of revs. Make sure this is steady. Okay, works great. So let's just one more time look at our install. Very nice, very nice. It's looking good. It's looking good. Awesome. Good to go. All right. So without further ado, let me switch cameras. Give you my final thoughts. Installation completed. It's awesome. Final thoughts time. Yes. The Billet Technology engine bling for the Dodge Durango Hellcat. Yes, the Dodge Durango Hellcat. We are the first YouTuber. We're the first person on YouTube, the first Dodge Durango Hellcat on YouTube that has all of the cool Billet Technology stuff. I'm definitely the first on YouTube to present to you the bypass cover with 710 horsepower engraved on it. It looks absolutely fantastic. And no, I'm not going to be doing pulleys and mods that we... You know what? Even if I did a pulley and a mod and we we're pushing like, I don't know, 800 to the wheels or something like that. I am in 1,000 horsepower. We're not going to advertise that. It will remain 710 horsepower. We want it to look stock. The whole point of this project, again, is to have it look stock. So, again, we have the oil catch can. Looks like it is meant to be. Looks like it's stock. We have the bypass cover in the satin with 710 horsepower. Again, was meant to be there. It makes it look like it was stock, just like it does on the Trackhawk with 707 horsepower. And if it were on the Charger Hellcat, then it would also say 707 horsepower. And if you happen to have a Challenger, you can get it with 717 horsepower. If you happen to get it with the new Charger Hellcats, they have 717 horsepower and 797. You can still get those pieces already prefabbed from Billet Tech. Billet Tech will have you do that. Let's go, I'll go over the price in just one moment, but again, we have the fuse cover, looks perfect. We have the Supercharger Reservoir cooler cover on, perfect. The oil catch can and the bypass cover. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We still have part 2 yet to go. We have a few more smaller pieces. These are the big pieces that I think really makes the Dodge Durango Hellcat engine bay pop. It pops, it looks awesome. I'm so happy, I'm so ecstatic. You can tell the excitement in my voice. I absolutely love doing this stuff, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I love it. So, next steps. Let's go over the prices real quick. I'll just do that real quick for you. Don't want to digress too much. So this way, if you're in the market for this stuff, here are the prices. So the oil catch can is $154.99, and the options are you can get the finish color, polish is $25, white's $35, yellow's $35, clear on satin, which I'm not really quite sure what clear on. I guess it's a clear coat on the satin finish itself. That's another $25. That's actually not a bad option. I may have gone with that in the future. You have black, red, blue. That's all $25. Burnt orange, also $25. Titanium, $25. Then we get to these big colors. Okay, so we have matte black, matte purple, matte orange, matte titanium, matte blue, matte red, and they're all $55. Then we have the lime green, plum powder, and racing red. It's $35. And then the most expensive ones are the factory colors. So factory colors are as follows. You have Plum Crazy, Red Line Red, B5 Blue, Tour Red, Destroyer Gray, F8 Green, Jazz Blue, rare color, only in 2015, by the way. Octane Red, Frostbite, Smoke Show, they actually have Smoke Show now. Sublime, Indigo Blue, those are your colors. They're $70 more. So if you want to get that on just the oil catch can, those are your prices. So now, let's talk about the prices on the other pieces. Okay, the Supercharger coolant reservoir cover is $149.99. So that's $149.99. That's the price for that. And keep in mind, these are the standard pricing. You can also wait until they go on sale. Billet Technologies sometimes has sales throughout the holidays. Sometimes they have 25%. Sometimes they have 35% or 30%. And then for the people sale, I believe that's 40%. And that's something they do in November. Okay, so the Reservoir coolant cover, it's $149.99. Let's go over your options in terms of if you want a different color. So the colors are as follows. You can go polish, clear on satin, black, red, blue, purple, burnt orange, white, titanium. They're all $30 add-ons. I did the satin, so there's no extra for me. Matte black, matte blue, matte orange, matte purple, matte red, matte titanium, yellow, lime green metallic, plum powder coat, racing red metallic. That's a $60 option. And then if you want to go with the factory colors, now again, the factory colors are a little bit pricey, so it's $149.99 plus the factory color, which are Tour Red, B5 Blue, Destroyer Gray, F8 Green, Jazz Blue, 1 year only, Frostbite, which Jazz Blue you probably wouldn't get on Durango because they don't make that color, Frostbite, Smoke Show, Sublime Green, and Indigo Blue. So the only really color you can get is F8 Green and Destroyer Gray. Is really the only colors. And maybe Tour Red, you could probably get away with Red Line, Tour Red are about the same color. You can get away with that underneath the hood. But again, like I said before, you want to do Destroyer Gray. And I even would consider F8 Green. Those are the two colors. So do that. You'll be glad you did. And then do you want the designer cut? Now the designer cut is where you do the etching. And the only time I would do the etching doesn't make much sense on the satin, but it makes a lot of sense on the colors. Because what it does is it gives you that satin pop around the Destroyer Gray, so it breaks up the color a little bit. I think with the colors, you should go with the designer cut, and that designer cut is only an extra 30 bucks. So I would definitely consider doing that. The next is the fuse cover. Okay, the fuse cover is $119.99 in satin. You do have a couple of options. You can go with the different colors, and I believe the color add-ons, I'm not seeing any difference in pricing. So if you want to add those prices, actually, I take that back. When you do the colors on the Reservoir cover, it's 70 bucks, but on the fuse cover, it's only $55. So you can do the $55 option. So again, you have all these different colors you can do. Again, all of the colors I just mentioned. You can do polish for 30 bucks, clear on satin for 20. All the other colors range from $20, $40, and $55 respectively. Again, go on the website, you can check it out with all the different colors. Then can you do the designer cut? Yes, do designer cut again. If you do colors, I would recommend the designer cut again for the fuse cover, and that's only another 30 bucks. And last but not least, you can do engraving. Now the engraving is kind of interesting because the engraving, there's a lot of real estate here in which to do the engraving. I chose not to do it because I am going to be putting something else on top of the Billet Tech. It's going to be a really cool piece that I'm going to be getting, and it's specific to my Dodge Durango Hellcat. It's going to have the serial number, the date it was built, all that good stuff, the horsepower and everything. It's going to be a real cool piece. It's going to go right on top. But if you want to do engraving, you can do a couple of different things. You can go with 392, 345. You can go skull head. You can do a Jeep Grand Cherokee silhouette. You can go a Jeep SRT silhouette. You can do a Durango silhouette for $75. You can do a Durango silhouette. You can do that engraving. I don't think it makes much sense to me to put it on the fuse cover, but you can do that. You have so many options with the Billet Tech stuff. You can do POWMIA. You can do a Grim Reaper for $75. You can do Skull and Crossbones for 75 bucks. You can do a Distressed Battle Flag. You can do a T-Rex Raptor. You can do all sorts of different things on here. I just went with the basic battery. The same thing that you would see on the plastic is what you see on this. I didn't want to get too fancy. It's a $75 option. You probably won't see on mine because, like I said, I'm going to get another plate that's going to go on top of this. So that's just me. And then last but not least is the bypass cover. So you can get the bypass cover, and again, like I said before, I think it's the best piece. It's 70 bucks. It's not an expensive piece. So in the satin, this is only $70. But I went ahead and got the engraving. So the engraving is, and you could do the designer also. You add 25 for the designer cut, which again I didn't think I needed because it's really already sort of in there because it's the satin and it's already popping already. And then here are my engraving options. You could do a battle flag on there. You can keep it plain if you want to. You can put a battle flag, you can put a skull head, POWMIA, Grim Reaper, 60 bucks. So here are the full etch options for the horsepower. You could do 707, 797, 840. Oh, and they don't even have 808. So they only have 707, they don't have 717, they don't have 710, and they don't have 808 or 807. So if you want something other than 707, 797, and 840, let them know at Billet Technology and they'll do it. They did it for me. 710 horsepower, it's not an option, and they do custom work. You can give them any piece of artwork and they'll give you a price. So that's another option you have. Wanted to let you know in this video because I did it on a simple basis as to what I thought would look great as an engine bling thing. The only thing that I thought was very important to me was the etching. The 710 horsepower was a must for me. And when you think about it, the piece only cost 70 bucks, but the etching alone was 60. Almost double the price, but it was so worth it. This is the most significant piece for me. I didn't want anything else to distract from it. That's the pop, that's the circumstance, and those, I think that's it. So without all that being said, those are my final thoughts. Love it. Engine bling, Billet Technology, 2 thumbs up. So with all that being said, the video is now coming to a close. If you did enjoy the video, how could you not enjoy this video? This is one of my favorite ones so far on the Dodge Durango Hellcat. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you for that. Also, this is going to be great because I think the comments are going to be great on this one. Put a comment or two, put a comment or two, put a comment or two. Are you thinking about putting Billet Technology engine bling under your Mopar? It doesn't even have to be the Dodge Durango Hellcat. It could be the Dodge Durango SRT. It could be the Dodge Durango SXT. Engine bling, they make it for all of the different models of Mopar. Challenger, Charger, Durango, and Grand Cherokee, and they have a lot of billet pieces for the Trackhawk, believe it or not, which I didn't know, and which I definitely am so happy that they did, because there are pieces specific to the Dodge Durango Hellcat and the Trackhawk that are not available on the Charger or Challenger Hellcats, or Mopar engine base. And again, the Supercharger ones actually have the extra pieces, and that's what's great about Beltec. So definitely put a comment or two. Tell me what you have on under your hood, or what you're thinking about getting, and also ask me questions. Put it in comments and ask me questions as to what you're thinking about getting, and I will give you the answers the best I can. I always respond to all my comments, and I look forward to hearing from you. So definitely put a comment or two, and I always respond to all my comments. Also, share the video with everyone that you know. Share the video, let them know how good the billet technology looks underneath the hood of a Dodge Durango Hellcat. Let them know if you have a Dodge Durango Hellcat, if you have a Dodge Durango SRT, if you have any Mopar, share this video with them. Let them know how good the billet tech looks under the hood of these Mopars. Whether it's the Supercharged Hellcat, the 392, even the RT they make pieces for. Look how awesome it looks under the hood. You're gonna love it. Everyone's gonna love it, because you're gonna share the video, show them off what I've done to my Dodge Durango Hellcat. I truly would appreciate if you share the video with everyone. And again, thank you, because I'm so excited. Also, last but certainly not least, is if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. This is the perfect time to join the Ral Hellcat family. We are now doing some major mods to the Dodge Durango Hellcat. We've already done the oil catch can, we've done the deluxe tint, we've done the WeatherTech mats, we've done the oil catch can, like I just said. We've now put engine bling under the hood, all right? And now we're also gonna get more engine bling, and we're gonna put more engine bling under the hood, and then we're gonna do the leg maker intake. It's all gonna be coming, and if you subscribe and tap that bell notification, you'll be the first to know when that next video comes out. So definitely, without further ado, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, I just want to thank each and every one of my subscribers. Thank you for all those that have subscribed to the channel, going on the journey. You've been on the journey with me for the Dodge Charger Hellcat. You've been on the journey for the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, which we're still on the journey on. And now we're on this fantastic voyage, this fantastic journey with the Dodge Durango Hellcat. So definitely thank you again to all my current subscribers. And again, for those that haven't joined the family yet, I look forward to being part of the family with you. Definitely. Thanks again. With all that being said, the video is now over, because my dogs are barking, as you can hear. They want to go for a walk before it gets dark, and it's getting dark out. So definitely. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. In fact, the sun's coming out. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be safe out there. Be safe. Peace to all of you. Peace. And you know how we always end these videos. We always end the videos with a peace out. So let's do it. SRT Mush style. Peace. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe out there. Be safe. Peace to all of you. And we'll catch you. On the next video, which the next video is going to be Billet Technology Part 2. Leg makers coming up next. More videos coming on the Dodge Durango Hellcat. So we're going to do one last piece before we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace.
This is the last call for your hands to grab the wheel of a current generation Charger or Challenger. The last call for your foot to feel the rumble. And the last call for your heart to leap into your throat. Get yours before they're gone.